Morning folks, I'm north of Dublin this morning in a place called Balbriggan, going to the Dublin photo point, which is the Martello Tower here in Balbriggan. It should be, and here it is. This is a Martello Tower. There were 50 of them constructed all along the coast of Ireland in the early 1800s in expectation of a Napoleonic invasion, which never occurred. They were in sight of each other from the top, although the top of that seems to be missing, and they were designed to have a garrison of 30 men and had a cannon on the top that could rotate 360 degrees. The idea of having them all inside of each other is that if an invasion was spotted, a signal could be made so that the rest of them would know where they're coming. I think I can see one far off in the headland over there, but a beautiful sight. So this is the Dublin photo point, the Martello Tower in Balbriggan. Let's go up and get a photograph. This is Banbridge in County Down, and the photo point here in County Down is this monument here, which is the Francis Crozier monument. Francis Crozier was born here in Banbridge in 1796 and joined the British Navy at the tender age of 13 and went on to become a commander. He led well, he was involved in up to 6 Arctic and Antarctic missions and was the second in command of the ill-fated quest to find the Northwest Passage. On that occasion, his ship became stuck in ice for 20 months, and he decided when their food was running out that he and his men would make a trek across the Arctic, all 129 of them. But as I said, it was ill-fated because every one of them died, and it was suggested that Crozier was one of the last men standing. So this is the Francis Crozier monument here in Banbridge, County Down. I'm in County Antrim and I'm heading to the Antrim photo point, but before I go there, there's a lovely scenic avenue here covered with trees called the Dark Hedges, and this actual avenue has been used in the Game of Thrones series as a scenic backdrop, I think. So I'm going to go up here and have a look at it. Makes for a very nice photograph too. Here it is, the Dark Hedges. You can see it's very popular. Those are the Dark Hedges, and I'm now moving over to the Round Tower at Armoy, which is the photo point for County Antrim this year. How do we do this? So that's the Armoy Round Tower, which has been there since the 11th century. It was much higher than that. It stands about 10.8 meters tall, which is 40 feet, has a circumference of around 14 feet. The door is about nearly 2 feet off the ground. That would have been much higher in the 11th century, but all the burials so far have brought the ground up to meet the door. There would have been a conical roof on this at one stage. But we'll go in and have a look and get a photograph with the Armoy Round Tower, or what's left of it. So here we have it, folks. This would have been a lot higher back in the 11th century, as I said, but the ground has been raised for burials, so that door you would have needed a ladder to get up to it, and this little stepping stone here was added much later. So this has been standing here since the 11th century, as I said, and I think it has had various uses in times gone by. The Armoy Round Tower.